He never meant to, but the human soldier got the alien queen pregnant explosions rocked the palace corridor. Ethan Cole kicked in the shattered doorframe, rifle sweeping left. Shrapnel pinged off his helmet. Queen Surith Vale crouched amid fallen guards, her iridescent scales dulled by dust, 4 arms clutching a ceremonial blade. "Highness!" Ethan shouted over the whine of incoming artillery. He lunged forward, grabbed her upper arm. Her skin felt cool, like polished stone under his gloved hand. She twisted free, eyes narrowing, golden slits in a face too angular for human beauty. "Human, stand down! No time!" Ethan yanked her toward the bunker hatch 50 meters down the hall. A shell detonated behind them. The floor buckled. He threw her over his shoulder, her weight lighter than expected for her height. Her lower arms pounded his back. He ignored it, boots pounding through smoke. Alien guards appeared at the corridor's end, High Marshal Corrin's loyalists, rifles raised. "Surrender the queen," one bellowed in broken English. Ethan fired a burst from the hip. 2 dropped. He slapped the bunker's emergency seal. The hatch hissed open. He dumped Surith inside, dove after her, and punched the lockdown. The door slammed shut. Red emergency lights flickered on. Ethan leaned against the bulkhead, chest heaving. Surith rose to her full 7 feet, scales rippling with fury. She sheathed her blade. "You breach protocol," she hissed. Her voice carried the weight of command, laced with a clicking accent. "Release me to my guards." Ethan checked his rifle's chamber. Empty, he slung it and faced her. "Those guards staged the coup. Corrin's men, artillery's theirs too. You're safer here." Her mandibles clicked anger or surprise. She scanned the cramped bunker, 2 bunks, a med station, flickering consoles, no windows. "You presume much, Sergeant Cole?" "Staff Sergeant." He pulled his comm from his vest. Static crackled. Captain Vance's voice cut through. "Cole, report bunker secure." "Affirmative, ma'am. Queen with me." "Hand her to the alien detail outside. That's an order. Joint command." "No." Ethan killed the channel. Surith's eyes widened. "You refuse Allied command." She stepped closer, towering over him. Her scent hit him, ozone and spice cutting through the bunker's stale air. Ethan met her gaze. "Protocol gets you killed. Corrin wants you protected. His word for the air means control. I protect you my way." She tilted her head, studying him. A distant boom shook the walls. Her hand, 3-fingered, clawed, touched her abdomen. Subtle, but Ethan caught it. The pregnancy, unconfirmed rumors, but her guards had whispered. Surith straightened. "Then swear to me." Her voice dropped, resonant. "As my temporary shield, oath under Vale tradition." Ethan blinked. "Oath." She extended her lower left arm, palm up. Bioluminescent veins pulsed blue. "Kneel, repeat. By blood and breath I shield Surith Vale until the storm passes." He hesitated. Human military didn't kneel to aliens. But her eyes held no deception, desperation masked as steel. He dropped to one knee. "By blood and breath I shield Surith Vale until the storm passes." Her palm pressed his forehead. Warmth spread like a mild shock. A royal command protocol, old tech, neural link. He felt it lock in, compulsion to protect her, overriding doubt, not mind control, loyalty amplifier. "Rise, shield," she withdrew. "The bond holds." Ethan stood, flexing his jaw, no chains, just resolve, sharper now. Consoles beeped, power failing. Life support gauge dropped to 40%. "Power's out," he said. "Main grid's hit." Surith frowned. "Reroute from auxiliary." "Already tried." He cracked open a panel, sparks flying. Wires glowed under his multi-tool's light. Alien systems, twisted conduits, crystal relays. Humans jury-rigged, Vale-engineered precision. He traced the grid. Ox's slave to palace defenses, Corrin's overriding it remotely. Her mandibles clicked. "Then sever the link." Ethan grinned faintly. "My thought." He yanked a crystal bundle, spliced human-style with chemlights and tape from his kit. Sparks flew. He jammed in a bypass from the med station battery. Power surged, lights stabilized. Life support hit 100%, alarms silenced. Surith stared. "You." Adapted Vale tech. Improvised. Frontline habit. Ethan sealed the panel. 72 hours minimum, shelling's too hot. After that, we move. She paced the narrow space, 4 arms folding. "Corrin will not wait. The air changes succession. My generals see weakness." Ethan nodded. "Captain Vance wants you for leverage too. Earth brass smells opportunity." "You trust no one." Her golden eyes locked on his. Close now, heat radiated from her scales. "Trust earned." He held her gaze. Her breath quickened, mandibles parting slightly. Biological differences hit him, no human flush, but veins glowed brighter. Comm buzzed again. Vance, Cole, open the hatch, that's treason. Ethan smashed the unit under his boot. Ignore her, Surith laughed, a sharp trill. Bold human. Practical, he checked rations, MREs for him, Veil nutrient packs for her, enough for 3 days. Water recycler hummed. She sat on a bunk, gesturing him beside her. Tell me of your wars, humans fight without queens. Ethan perched on the edge. No queens, chains of command. Squads, we adapt, improvise. Aliens plan 10 moves ahead, we punch through the plan. Her claw traced his arm tattoo, eagle, globe, anchor. You treat me as teammate, not trophy. Never trophies. He met her eyes. Teammates survive. Silence stretched. Artillery thumped outside. Her hand brushed his tentative, scales against calluses, warm now. You broke rules without intent, she murmured. Corin obeys, you choose. Ethan didn't pull away. Choice wins wars. Her upper arms framed his face. Lower ones gripped his vest. She leaned in, mandibles grazing his jaw, lips soft, parting met his, no human kiss. Proboscis extended, tasting, linking pheromones, his pulse raced. Bond deepened, electric, she pulled back, veins pulsing. Forbidden, but trust begins, Ethan nodded. Trust holds. Consoles flashed. Incoming transmission, encrypted alien freak. Corin's voice boomed. Queen Surith, surrender to protection, the air demands it. She snarled. Ethan stood, grabbing his rifle. 72 hours, we plan our exit. But the hatch groaned, pressure building. Corin's forces breached the outer seal. Ethan chambered around. Surith rose beside him, blade drawn. Bond thrummed, trust sealed. They had 3 days, or less. Ethan yanked the emergency bar across the inner hatch, sealing it with a hydraulic hiss. Sparks flew from the outer breach, Corin's drones probing, but not through yet. Status, Surith demanded, blade still drawn. Inner seal holds 72 hours air if we're lucky. Ethan slung his rifle and dropped to one knee by the supply lockers. He popped the first latch. Rations first. MRE packets spilled out, 12 human packs, 6 alien nutrient bars, he counted aloud. 18 meals total, 9 days for 1, 4.5 for 2. Water recyclers good for 5 days. Ammo, 200 rounds, 5.56, 3 mags, plasma cells for your sidearm. Grenades, 4 frags, 2 smokes. Surith sheathed her blade. My forces bring more. Not if Corin locks us down. Ethan scratched numbers on his gauntlet pad. Schedule, eat at 600, 1200, 1800. Patrol rotations every 4 hours, sleep in shifts, no exceptions. Her mandibles clicked, amusement, irritation. You command me. Command keeps us alive. He met her gaze, protocol, not personal. She circled him, upper arms crossed. In my court, queens dictate, kneel, report. Ethan stood, wiping ration dust from his hands. No kneeling. I'm Staff Sergeant Cole, USMC. You report threats, I handle security, clear boundary. Her eyes narrowed, veins pulsing blue. Insolence. Practicality, he tapped the hatch. Corin wants the air, Earth wants intel, we want out, SOP inventory done, next air. Surith clutched her midsection, a faint hiss escaping her vents. Toxins from the breach smoke, her biology rejected human combustion byproducts. One wrong breath and her system's purge could drop her. Ethan spotted it first. Sensitivity acting up, she waved him off. Royal constitutions endure. Not with a clutch brewing. He grabbed his field pack. Sit. Her lower arms tensed, but she perched on the crate. Ethan ripped open his NBC filters, charcoal packs, duct tape, scavenged bunker vents. Goal scrubbed the air before her veins swelled shut. Human ingenuity, she murmured, watching his hands blur. He jury-rigged a manifold, filters stacked in a salvaged coolant housing, powered by the bunker's auxiliary battery. Tape sealed gaps. A hand-crank fan pulled air through. Breathe this. He held the output hose to her faceplate. Surith inhaled. Color returned to her scales. Effective how? Trash and grit, Marines improvise. He tested the flow, steady, clean. Runs 12 hours per charge, we rotate. Her claw grazed his wrist. You build for me, not protocol. Teammates breathe. Ethan secured the scrubber to the wall. Air hummed pure now. Consoles beeped, Earth freak. Captain Vance's face flickered on screen. Cole, report, satellite shows alien cordon tightening. Secure, ma'am, Queen stable. Request evac window. Negative, command eyes the air, sit tight, no, entanglements. Ethan glanced at Surith. Understood, out. He killed the feed. Surith's laugh rasped. Your captain fears our bond. Politics. Ethan checked the hatch sensors, pressure stable. We focus survival. She rose, activating a wall panel. Glyphs glowed. Privacy right invoked. Royal security demands shared quarters. Single chamber seals tradition and law. The bunker wall irised open, revealing a compact sleep vault. One pallet, one console, dim biolights. No escape. Ethan's jaw tightened. Forced proximity, great. Obey, Sergeant. Her tone brooked no argument. She stepped inside, lower arms folding her robes. He followed, rifle slung. Goal, adapt. Conflict, no personal space with a queen carrying his kid. Outcome, trust or bust. Inside smelled of her ozone and spice. Pallet barely fit too. Ethan leaned against the bulkhead. Boundaries hold, sleep shift starts now. Surith faced him, proboscis retracting. Humans fear closeness? No fear, he unclasped his vest. Discipline, she extended an upper hand. Test passed, share the right. Her palm met his, pheromones synced, electric. No kiss this time, deeper link. Veins thrummed in sync, Ethan exhaled. Trust holds. Artillery rumbled closer. Sensors pinged, Corin's drones burrowing. Doctor. Park's voice crackled over comms, patched through Vance. Cole, xenobiology update. Queen's purge cycle accelerates with stress. Air viable but needs calm. Injector prepped. Affirm. Ethan palmed the hypo from his medkit. On it. Surith bared her underbelly scales. Careful human, one error. Steady. Needle pierced clean. She hissed, then relaxed. Park continued. Human sperm adapted hybrid vigor, but alien hardliners see dilution. Corin moves fast. Copy. Ethan eyed the pallet. Your turn to rest. Surith reclined, gesturing him down. Shared law. He lay beside her, armor off, rifle within reach. Her warmth radiated, scales smooth against his shirt. Lower arms draped his waist, protective. Sleep tugged, but sensors screamed, outer seal cracking. Ethan bolted up. Breach. Surith's blade flashed out. Together. They dressed in seconds. He checked the scrubber, humming strong. Rations secured, schedule intact, hatch buckled, drones whirred through microfissures, gas canisters deploying. Ethan slapped on his mask. Toxin bloom hers. Surith choked, veins bulging. He yanked the scrubber hose to her, cranking full. Breathe, she did. Claws gripped his arm. Corin tests. Fail him. Ethan primed grenades. Two through the seal vents, booms echoed. Drones silenced. Quiet returned. But comms lit. Vance. Cole alien fleet inbound. Corin claims Queen incapacitated. Surith snarled. Lies. Ethan reset the schedule. 48 hours now. Plan B, counterhack their net. Her eyes gleamed. Teach me your punch-through. He pulled up console hacks. Adapt and improvise. As they worked, her hand found his. Bond pulsed, trust over protocol, but deep scans pinged, life signs multiplying outside. Corin's elites massing. Dr. Park broke in. Ethan, her levels spiked, contractions early, air coming faster. Surith gripped the pallet edge. Not yet. Ethan's gut twisted. Protect the queen, protect the future. Hatch groaned again, harder this time. Hatch buckled inward. Ethan slammed his shoulder against it. Metal screeched. Surith's lower arms braced beside him, claws digging into seams. Brace! Ethan barked. Sparks flew. A drone punched through, sleek alien alloy, red sensors glaring. It scanned them, toxin ports hissing open. Ethan fired his rifle. Burst clipped its wing. Drone spun but stabilized, firing micro-missiles. Surith lunged. Her blade severed a leg joint. Ethan grabbed the stun grenade from his vest. He slapped it onto the drone's chassis. Pulse discharged. Machine locked up, thrusters whining. He yanked it down, pinned it under boot. Got you intact. Surith's breath rasped through the scrubber hose still clamped to her mask. She retracted the hose, eyes fierce. Corin's probe, data core viable. Ethan pried open the access panel, circuits glowed. Keys here, plug it. She snatched the drone's core chip, slotted it into the bunker console. Screen flickered, alien script scrolled. Accessing command net, Surith said. Her upper hands flew over controls. Broadcasting now, ceasefire claim, my voice, my seal. Ethan synced his wrist pad, human encryption overlay. Authenticating signal, bounce it through our relays too. Vance, you copy? Static crackled. Vance's voice cut in. Cole signal received. Queen's claiming bunker secure, air stable, but Corin's fleet vectors in ETA 12 hours. He's calling it a coup. Verify my auth, Surith overrode. Her voice boomed from speakers, layered in dual tongues. High Marshal Corin Drev, stand down, the air lives, ceasefire holds. Ethan's pad pinged green. Signals pure, no spoofs, but Corin's not biting. Scans show elites tunneling under. Surith ripped the chip free. Console sparked. They track us. Faction beacons embedded, mine and yours. Ethan checked his armor. Red blip pulsed on his HUD, hers too faint under scales. Protocol says evac protocols first, but that'll light us up. Her eyes locked on his. Claws grazed his arm, gentle, urgent. Emergency bond, ancient right. Overrides trackers, merges signatures, we exit as one. He blinked. Biology unknown. Human training screamed caution, but her contractions hit again. She winced, gripping the pallet, air first. Yes, Ethan said. Do it. Surith pulled him close. Armor clattered off. Her scales gleamed under dim lights, warmer now pulsing. Bare skin, trust. He stripped to undershirt. She pressed against him, forearms wrapping tight. Upper pair cradled his neck. Lowers locked his waist, her mandibles parted, glands swelling. Marking, she whispered. Needle fangs pierced his shoulder. Fire bloomed, then calm. Warmth flooded veins. Her scent invaded musk and ozone. Ethan gasped. Trackers flatlined on HUD. Hers too. Bond hummed in his blood. She licked the punctures closed. Done, we slip out. Maintenance tunnels, your maps. Pain faded fast. Strength surged, adrenaline cocktail. He grabbed rifle, rations, scrubber pack. Lead, I'll cover. Surith nodded, blade sheathed. She punched the hidden panel. Tunnel yawned, dank, narrow, steam vents hissing. They crawled in. Hatch sealed behind. Ethan took point, flashlight low. Pipes groaned overhead. Distant booms echoed, Corin's diggers. Decoy first, heat sig to mimic us. He slapped thermal charges from his kit onto a junction box. Timed them for 15. That'll flare hot, draw them here. Surith's hand squeezed his calf. Efficient, humans improvise. Frontline necessity, he grunted. They pushed deeper. Her belly brushed his boot, swelling faster. Contractions rippled. She stifled a hiss. Park status? Ethan sub-vocalized into comms. Doc's voice patched through. Bond markers in your blood, Cole. Zenobio jackpot stabilizes her, but heirs crowning early need medbay in 6 hours or risk spike. Surith's breath hitched. Not here. Tunnel forked. Ethan scanned. Left vents to surface grid, right's dead end. Clang ahead. Pursuit drones. No human IFF pinged. Vance, Cole thermal bloom registered. Corin squads vectoring. I'm overriding your evac beacon. Rendezvous grid 7 alpha. Negative, Ethan snapped. Queen's call, we're ghosts now. Surith's claw tapped his leg. Accept aid, but on our terms. Ethan relayed coords. They hauled ass. Steam scalded his arms. Her scales steamed too tougher hide. Surface grate loomed. Ethan kicked it free. Night air rushed in smoke-heavy, warzone stink. Ruins sprawled, shattered spires, human drop pods fused with alien hives. Clear, he whispered, pulled her up. She staggered, hand to belly. Contraction, strong. He slung her arm over shoulder, rifle ready. Lean, move. Decoy flared, orange glow lit the horizon. Distant shouts, Corin's elites. Human patrols too, Vance's unit. Surith's comms crackled. Corin himself. My queen yield, the air demands protection, bond rights are myth. Lies end now, she snarled back. Stand down or forfeit loyalty. Ethan hustled her into shadows, alley of debris. His bond warmth pulsed, sharpened senses. He spotted tripwires first. Alien tech humming. Down, he tackled her aside. Wire snapped, nets deployed empty. She rose, blade out. Your eyes, enhanced. Bond perk. He shrugged, kept moving. Vance's shuttle hummed overhead, stealth profile, beam lance down. Cole aboard. Parks prepped. Surith hesitated, claws flexed. Earth terms. Protective custody, Vance radioed. Joint command, no chains. Ethan met her gaze, trust over protocol. Your call, she nodded. Board. They sprinted, ramp dropped. Dr. Park waited, scanner humming. Vitals stable, bonds rewriting protocols, fascinating. Shuttle lifted, G-forces pinned them. Scans outside, Corin's gunship swarming the decoy. Surith gripped Ethan's hand, 4 fingers intertwined one. You said yes, blind. He squeezed back. Teammate first. Her scales flushed deeper. More now, Park injected stabilizer. Contractions easing, but scans, hybrid markers, airs viable, human traits amplifying. Vance strode in from cockpit. Ceasefire holds for now, but fleets converge. Corin wants the child as pawn. Earth wants alliance leverage. Surith straightened. The air binds us, Ethan guards. Ethan checked rifle, clean, loaded, protocol updated. Alarms wailed, incoming fire Corin's interceptors. Strap in, Vance yelled. Ethan pulled Surith close, bond thrummed. Shells rocked the hull, air kicked strong, shuttle dove into canyons, pursuit closed. Ethan's mind raced, outgunned them, improvised, Surith's blade gleamed. Together, he grinned. Always, shuttle shuddered. Ethan braced Surith against the bulkhead as canyon walls blurred past. Corin's interceptors spat plasma, tracers scorched the hull. Fob in sight, Vance barked from the cockpit. Ramp hot, Cole, get her inside. Ethan hauled Surith toward the lowering ramp. Air howled, boots hit packed dirt. Human fob loomed, razor wire auto turrets swiveling. Marines waved them through the gate. Med bay now, Ethan yelled. He slung Surith's arm over his shoulder, her claws dug in trust anchor. They sprinted past sandbags. Gunfire cracked overhead. Interceptors buzzed the perimeter. Park flung open the med bay hatch. In, seal it. Ethan shoved Surith onto the exam table. He slapped the lockdown button. Bulkhead hissed shut. Red lights pulsed, quarantined. Vance pounded outside. Cole, open up. Command needs eyes on. Negative, Ethan shouted back. Xenodists first, no leaks. Park's scanner hummed to life. She ran it over Surith's abdomen. Blue light danced across iridescent scales. Surith lay still, four-fingered hand locked on Ethan's wrist. Bond thrummed warm pulse in his veins. Stable vitals, Park muttered. Bond integration at 98%, but these markers... Scanner beeped. Park froze. Her eyes widened behind the visor. She slid the tablet across to Ethan. Screen glowed, pregnant, hybrid, viable. Ethan's gut clenched. He stared. Human alien, his. Bond ritual, Park whispered. It triggered ovulation sync. Human sperm adapted, rewrote her ovum. Child's got your mitochondrial kick, stronger than pure veil. Surith sat up, claws flexed. Air, Park nodded. Legitimate, tradition seals it, but fleets know something's up. Coronal claim crisis of blood. Ethan pocketed the tablet. No reports yet, evac first. Vance hammered again. Cole, that's an order. Ethan ignored her. He checked the door seals. Fob alarms wailed, Corin's gunships inbound. Surith gripped his arm tighter. Earth protocols bend? For this, yeah. Ethan met her golden eyes. Scales flushed violet, arousal or fear. Bond said both. Park prepped an injector. Stabilizers incoming, suppresses contractions till we're clear, but hybrid gestates fast, weeks, not months. Ethan nodded. Options, 2 birds, Park said. Neutral outpost 40 clicks east or deep strike to Alliance fringe. Vance wants the latter for leverage. No, Surith's voice cut steel. Air claims throne, not pawn. Bulkhead rattled. Vance's voice crackled over intercom. Cole, stand down, Earth's pulling strings. This pregnancy, diplomatic goldmine or bomb. Ethan thumbed the speaker. Captain, you report now. Corin crashes the party. We evac quiet, then talk chain. Silence. Then, you're mutinying. Protecting assets. Ethan glanced at Surith. Her tail curled around his boot, possessive. Joint op, remember? Vance cursed. 10 minutes, then I breach. Park sealed the injector. Surith hissed as it pierced scale. Relief washed her features. Bond echoed it. Ethan's muscles eased. Consort guard. Surith's claws traced his jaw. You stay, arms reach, tradition demands. Ethan swallowed. Human NCO, alien queen's shadow. Protocol updated. She pulled him close. Lips brushed his, fanged, soft. Bond demands. Park cleared her throat. Scans show paternal match. Cole, your dad. Reality hit. Father to a hybrid prince. War's new wildcard. Fob shuddered, gunships strafing. Turrets roared back. Ethan grabbed his rifle. Park, pack light, neutral outpost. We move. Park yanked vials into a medkit. Roger, but Corin's loyalists inbound. Drev's voice on freaks. Secure the queen for protection. Surith rose. Blade hissed from her forearm sheath. He seizes nothing. Ethan cracked the hatch. Marines held the line, human grit versus alien swarm. Vance stood amid them, pistol drawn, her eyes locked on him, betrayal. Captain, Ethan kept voice level. Evac or fight, she holstered. Fight smart, outpost it is, but command logs everything. After, Ethan said. Bond pulled Surith at his side. Air kicked inside her. Strong, they burst into chaos. Plasma scorched earth. Ethan dropped a gunship drone with 3 rounds, center mass. Surith's blade flashed, severing another's rotors. It spiraled into dirt. Marines cheered. Human freak, one yelled. Surith's people called it that endearment for his dull endurance. Park sprinted for the evac shuttle. Cleared, go! Ethan covered Surith's run. Claws laced his fingers. 1 human, 4 alien, perfect grip. Vance waved them aboard. Logged as medical evac. No details. Shuttle ramp wind up. Engines thundered. They lifted over the fob, Corin's forces breaching wire. Surith leaned into Ethan. Air senses you. He rested hand on her abdomen. Kick answered. Tiny warrior. Park monitored. Gestation accelerating. Bonds fueling it. Human adaptability extraordinary. Vance eyed them from the cockpit hatch. This changes everything. Earth wants samples. Corin wants termination. No, Surith's eyes blazed. Ethan guards, throne binds. Ethan chambered around. Teammate first, dad second. Shuttle banked east. Pursuit faded, decoy flares worked. Neutral outpost beacons blinked ahead, but scanners pinged. Corrin's flagship dropped from orbit. Drev's voice boomed on open channel. Queen Vale, surrender for protection. The child threatens purity. Surith snarled, activated her comm. High Marshal, the air is Vale, legitimate, human consort sworn. Static, then laughter. Blasphemy, we come. Ethan squeezed her hand, trust over protocol, war for a family. Park whispered, outpost has defenses. But Drev's got numbers. Vance gripped controls. We hold for the kid. Shuttle dove. Ground rushed up. Ethan pulled Surith close. Bond thrummed unbreakable. Air kicked harder. Ready. Outpost gates loomed. But shadows moved. Corrin's vanguard already there. Ethan raised rifle. Contact. Blades and bullets flew. Surith charged beside him. Queen and soldier, parents-to-be, they fought as one. Ethan slammed his boot into the gate control. Sparks flew. The massive doors groaned open. A vanguard lunged from shadows, vibro axe high. Ethan sidestepped. Rifle butt cracked its helmet. It staggered. Surith's blade hummed through its neck. Ichor sprayed. Clear left, Ethan barked. Park dragged a wounded Marine behind cover. Gates secure, but more inbound. Vance leaped from the shuttle ramp, pistol blazing. Perimeter drones up. Hold the line. Ethan grabbed Surith's arm, pulled her through the gate. Air kicked hard against his side where she pressed close. Tiny fighter already. They sprinted across the outpost yard. Neutral ground, old treaty station, ringed by auto turrets. But Corrin's vanguard swarmed the outer fence. Blades gleamed under floodlights. Ethan dropped to a knee behind sandbags, sighted plasma rifle, fired. A warrior exploded in blue fire. Surith knelt beside him. Her scales shimmered, eyes locked on targets. They violate pact. Drev oversteps. Focus fire, Ethan said. No time for politics. Her blade extended. She hurled a vibro disc. It ricocheted, felling 3. Park slid next to them. Med scanner beeped over Surith's abdomen. Vitals stable, gestation at 28 weeks equivalent. Human bond accelerating cellular division. Kids tough. Ethan nodded, racked another mag. Good, keep her that way. Vance's voice crackled on squad net. Inbound dropships, Drevs playing for keeps. Turrets whirred. Lanced lasers carved the night. Screams echoed as Vanguard burned. Ethan rose. Push 'em back! They advanced as one. Marines flanked. Surith led, Queen unchained. Her presence rallied aliens on outpost staff, technicians grabbing rifles, honoring their ruler. Last Vanguard broke, fled into smoke. Ethan lowered rifle, chest heaved. Perimeter hold, sound off. Squad reported green, wounded triaged. Surith touched his shoulder, claws gentle. You fight as Vale kin. He met her gaze, gold eyes fierce. Teammate first, Park approached. Scans show hybrid vigor. Human red cells boosting her oxygen. Alien carapace forming early, extraordinary. Vance stormed up, face pale under helmet light. Cole, sealed directive just decrypted. Earth command, Queen Surith transfers to our custody, immediate. For asset protection and genetic sampling. Ethan's jaw tightened. He glanced at Surith, hand instinctively to her abdomen, kick pushed back. No handoff, he said. Vance's eyes widened. Sergeant, that's an order, chain of command. She's not cargo. Ethan stepped forward. Protocol got us ambushed at FOB. Trust got us here. She stays with me. Surith's frills flared. Pride. She squeezed his hand. Park crossed arms. Medically, separation risks miscarriage. Bonds symbiotic now. Vance hesitated, checked pad. Earth sees air as leverage. Samples mean labs. Ethan chambered round, loud click. Over my body. Outpost alarms blared, open channel boomed. Queen Vale, Drev's voice, gravel and steel. Surrender for protection. Succession law demands purity. Human taint ends here. Surith activated her comm. Crown jewel embedded in collar. High Marshal, air is Vale blood, legitimate, my consort sworn by blade and bond. Laughter crackled. Blasphemy, Vanguard secures you now or we glass the outpost. Ethan keyed squad net. All squads, split route evac, decoys launch in 10. Real Bird East Ridge midnight. Marines moved. Vance protested. Cole, Captain, you fly decoy 1, draw fire. Ethan met her eyes. Trust the play. She nodded, sharp. For the kid. Park prepped medevac litter. Route 1's contested streets, Drevs patrols thick. Surith turned to Ethan. My forces scatter, Marshal claims all. Not tonight. Ethan pulled up holomap, projected on arm bracer. Decoy squads mimic your signal, jammer beacons, real evac, low-profile shuttle, ridge tunnel. outpost commander, an aged Veil diplomat, approached. Bowed low to Surith. Highness, Pact allows joint command? She straightened, scales iridescent. Invoke Article 7, Temporary Alliance, Human Forces Lead Ground, Veil Honor Skies. Diplomat keyed controls, broadcast pact. Neutral outpost calls witness. Earth and Veil militaries honor corridor. Violation, war crime. Channel exploded, Drev snarled. Treachery, Earth Command pinged Vance's pad. Directive amended, joint ops authorized, proceed. Ethan grinned, first win. Surith leaned in, voice low. You break rules. Without fear. Practical, he said, brushed her frill, soft under calluses, air fluttered. Family, Park injected stabilizer. Bond pheromones spiking, calms her system, human baseline miracle for Veil stress. Marines loaded decoys. Fake bioscans pulsed like Surith's. Squads rolled out, armored hovers humming through gates. Ethan helped Surith to shuttle bay. Her weight shifted. Pregnancy curve pronounced now, scales stretched taut. Feel that? She whispered, guided his hand, kicks strong, rhythmic. Yeah. Ethan smiled. Warrior. Vance saluted from her decoy bird. Godspeed, Dad. Engines whined, decoys lifted, flares burst, Drev's dropships veered, chased ghosts, outpost shuddered, orbital strike warning. Go, Ethan yelled. They piled into real evac shuttle. Park strapped Surith. Ethan took gunner seat. Rifles hot, pilot gunned throttle. They blasted from bay, dove into ridge tunnel, ancient smuggler path. Scanners lit. Drev's vanguard pursued on ground, hovers chewed terrain, Ethan manned turret. Plasma bolts lanced back. One hover flipped, exploded. Surith gripped his seat. Corridor holds, Park monitored. Pact broadcasting, neutral beacons active, Drev risks all-out war. Tunnel shook, rocks tumbled, pilot whooped. Clear, they burst east, stars wheeled. Safe passage corridor glowed on nav, treaty lasers fencing the sky, but lead shuttle pinged. Vance's voice, heavy contact, streets crawling, gunfire static, cut off, Ethan's gut twisted. Vance, no reply, Surith's eyes narrowed. Trap, Park swore. Her vitals, Earth pinged again, directive override. Ethan checked external feed, Drev's flagship loomed horizon. But smaller Earth corvette dropping interceptors, double cross, air kicked fury, Surith snarled. They converge, Ethan racked turret. Not on my watch. Shuttle banked hard, interceptors closed, corridor shattered, war for family reignited, alarms screamed. Surith convulsed in her straps. Park lunged across the shuttle deck. Vitals crashing, amniotic breach seal failing. Ethan slammed the turret controls to standby. He unbuckled, dropped to his knees beside Surith. Her scales flushed dull gray, chest heaved in shallow gasps. Air's kicks turned frantic thuds against her abdomen. Manual vent, Park barked. She ripped open the medkit, thrust a bag valve mask into Ethan's hands. 2 breaths every 5 seconds. Time it, I've got the bypass. Shuttle bucked. Interceptor's plasma scorched the hull. Pilot jinked left. They're locking missiles. Ethan sealed the mask over Surith's mouth. Squeezed, 1, 2, watched her chest rise, counted, 5 seconds, squeezed again, her eyes fluttered open, locked on his, clutched his wrist. Trust burned there, no words needed. Park jammed nano-sealants into Surith's side. Fluid loss critical, stabilizing. Hold her steady, Sergeant. Ethan kept rhythm. Breathe, count, breathe. Sweat stung his eyes. Air settled. Surith's grip eased. Color returned to her scales. Got her, Park said. Bypass holding. But we need ground evac now. Pilot's voice cracked. Transit spine ahead, flooded section. Real convoys linking up. Vance bought us time. Ethan racked the mask, strapped back into gunner. Scanned feeds. 3 Allied hovers punched through the ridge, formed wedge. His shuttle slotted center. Convoy tight. Lead through the spine, Ethan ordered. I'm on point fire, Pilot dove. Ancient transit spine loomed, sunken maglev tube, half flooded from orbital strikes. Water churned black below ferrocrete arches. Pursuit hovers crested the ridge behind. Drev's vanguard, 6 strong. Ethan swiveled turret, tracked lead hover, fired. Plasma bolt vaporized its skirt. Vehicle nosedived, splashed, blocked the pack. Convoy plunged into spine. Water sprayed canopy. Hull groaned under pressure. Ethan picked targets through the murk. Second hover shredded. Third flipped into an arch crushed. Floodgates ahead, Pilot yelled. Power surge incoming. Surith rasped from med bay. Cut it, collapse the route. Ethan eyed the spine's nexus, junction box pulsing blue on scans. Enemy hovers massed beyond. He overrode safeties. Turret whined to overload, aimed, fired sustained burst. Junction erupted. Arches buckled. Water roared in. Pursuit channel sealed under tons of rubble. Convoy surged clear. Spine collapsed, Ethan confirmed. They're swimming now. Shuttle climbed, linked with hovers into low-altitude convoy. Safe corridor beacons flickered, treaty lasers failing under jammer fire. Earth corvette hung horizon, spitting interceptors. Drev's flagship mirrored from north. Park monitored Surith. Stable. But contractions mimic labor stress. Air's fine, hers isn't. Surith sat up, claws dug into armrests. They want the bloodline both sides. Ethan checked ammo. Low, convoy goal, neutral outpost, radio silence till then. Lead hover pinged. Captain Vance's backup freak. Static. Then Cole decoy down, Earth frigate overriding. They're tagging us as hostiles. Double cross confirmed. Ethan gritted teeth. Armed drones, flank screen. Convoy weaved through canyons. Interceptors dove. Ethan lit flares. Turret barked. Nailed one wing kill. Interceptor spiraled into cliff. But more closed. Lead hover exploded. Fragments peppered their canopy. Reform, Ethan shouted, took manual control, piloted shuttle low, hover's tucked wings, dove into flooded underbelly smuggler vents. Water lashed. Sensors blind, Ethan flew by gut, emerged into basin. Drev's ground pounders waited ambush. High Marshal Corrin Drev's voice boomed over open comms. Surrender the Queen for her protection. Loyalists secure the air. Surith snarled. Traitor. Ethan scanned. Drev's command hover squatted center. Comms node exposed, pulsing dish, key to his net. Park, Surith, hold tight. Ethan hit thrusters, charged solo, pilot protested. Sergeant, cover me. Ethan popped hatch mid-strafe, roped to deck, leapt to wrecked hover debris. Rolled into mud, plasma zipped. He sprinted low, flanked Drev's line. Alien troops fired wild, scaled limbs slower in mud. Ethan primed grenade, lobbed, node dish shattered. He dove atop wreckage, hacked port with field spike. Data flooded. Proof, Drev's orders forging succession docks, seizing throne under protection. Ethan broadcast wide. All forces, loyalist frequencies, hear this. Played logs, Drev's voice. Queen compromised, air mine by right. Alien ranks fractured, troops hesitated, fired on each other. Drev roared, suppress that human. Ethan vaulted wreck, sprinted back. Rope yanked him aboard as shuttle peeled out. Convoy reformed. Drev's force splintered, half peeled off. Surith clutched calm. Corrin, your coup fails, stand down. Static, then retreat pings. Earth interceptors circled wary. Vance's voice cut in. Cole frigate demands custody, air's a strategic asset. Ethan glanced at Surith, her hand on belly, air kicked. No, Surith said, activated crown beacon. Heartbeat pulse, ancient packed claws. By Veil blood I name protector, Ethan Cole. Human, breach this and ceasefire voids, war eternal. Beacon throbbed, treaty lasers reignited, corridor sealed. Interceptors banked off, frigate held fire. Convoy pushed to outpost. Park prepped field surgery. She's crowning early. We land hot. Shuttle touched down. Ramp dropped. Neutral medics swarmed. Ethan carried Surith out, her weight light in his arms, scales warm against his vest. Drev's remnants probed perimeter. Earth drones buzzed overhead. Surith gripped his collar. You broke protocol. Saved us? Teamwork, Ethan said. Your call, my hands. She smiled, fierce alien, kissed him quick. Air-crowned cry split air, Park laughed. Welcome, little warrior. Outpost klaxons wailed. Fresh signatures inbound. Vance, Cole, chain of command inbound, hide her. Ethan set Surith down, rifles ready. No hiding, we face it together. Surith nodded. Trust chosen over crowns. Perimeter breached. Figures advanced, human and alien. Flags furled. Ethan stood guard. Family first. War paused, for now. Figures burst through the breached perimeter, rifles slung low under truce banners. Ethan Cole snapped his SA-7 up, sights locked on the lead human. Identify, now! Captain Mara Vance, Earth Diplomatic Corps, the woman barked, hands high. Summit delegation. Queen Surith summoned us, truce holds. Behind her, alien envoys in scaled armor advanced. High Marshal Corrin Drev at point, his mandibles clicking. Neutral medics flanked Surith, bundling the newborn heir in thermal wraps. The infant's cry echoed faint, scales glistening under outpost floodlights. Ethan glanced back. Surith leaned on Park, eyes fierce despite labor's toll. Let them in, Ethan, accord awaits. He lowered his rifle a fraction. Goal, get her to the summit chamber intact. Drev's remnants still probed the wire. Earth drones hummed overhead. Vance, Drev, stack arms here, clear. Vance nodded sharp. Her marines dropped weapons. Drev's warriors followed, plasma lances clattering. Ethan fell in beside Surith, one hand on her elbow, the other near his sidearm. Park wheeled the medcart with the air. They pushed into the outpost's central bunker, steel corridors humming with generators. Halfway down, a human hardliner broke ranks, private stripes. Eyes wild on the air. "Freak hybrid ends now." He yanked a stubby pistol, thumbed safety. Ethan moved, tackled low, drove shoulder into gut. Pistol skittered across deck. Hardliner gasped, wind gone. Ethan zip-tied wrists in 2 seconds flat. "Stand down, soldier." "That's an order." Vance hauled the private up. "Court-martial incoming. Good disarm, Cole." Drev's mandibles stilled. "Human reflex, unmatched. Queen lives, talks proceed." Surith's scales flushed violet approval. She squeezed Ethan's arm. "Protector proven." They entered the summit chamber. Hollow table glowed center, treaty templates scrolling. Reps settled. Vance and human brass one side, Drev and alien council opposite. Surith took the head, air in cradle beside Park. Ethan posted at her flank, eyes scanning vents, doors. Vance activated the feed. "Queen Surith, Earth proposes custody share for the air, strategic asset." Drev leaned in, voice gravel. "Veil bloodline mine to secure, succession demands isolation." Surith's claws tapped the table. "No, accord terms, war ends." Hybrid air recognized sovereign. No force claims, breach voids all. Murmurs rippled, Vance frowned. "Earth chain of command, accept," Surith cut, "or Drev's coup reignites." Drev's eyes narrowed on Ethan. "Human stays unprecedented." "Protector named," Surith said. "By beacon pact." Ethan stood silent. Humans competent in fire, aliens in stratagems. Together they held, Vance side. "Transmit to fleet, signing." Lasers etched the accord, holoseals locked. Cheers erupted, muted, wary. War paused. Medics wheeled the air closer. Park scanned vitals. "Stable, hybrid vigor already." Post-signing, Vance pulled Ethan aside. Brass clustered, metals gleaming. "Cole, Staff Sergeant heroism, summit saved, queen secured, air delivered under fire, silver star, promotion to lieutenant. Ceremony now." Camera's word, fleet brass nodded via hollow. Ethan shook head. "Negative, ma'am, respectfully decline." Gasps, Vance blinked. "Why, career maker?" "Need posting," he nodded to Surith. "Permanent security detail, queen's protection, heirs too," Drev rumbled. "Human rejects glory, for duty." Surith watched, scales shimmering. Vance crossed arms. "Chain of command frowns, but accord protects her call. Approved, you're hers." Ethan saluted. "Teamwork." Chamber cleared to formalities. Envoys filed out. Park bundled gear. Surith rose, steady now, cradled air herself. "Ethan, witness law invokes. Royal birthing chamber, you enter." Park raised brow. "Tradition medbay prepped, but law binds," Surith said. "Protector witnesses claim, formally." Ethan nodded, no questions. Followed her to the sealed med wing. Neutral medics waited outside. Drev posted guards, joint human-alien picket. Surith palmed the lock, door hissed open. Sterile lights bathed the chamber, biobeds, scanners, veil, ritual tapestries draped hasty. She stepped in, turned, enter. He crossed threshold, door sealed behind, locked. Alone, Surith set the air in the cradle scanner. Park's monitors beeped steady outside feed. Infant cooed, tiny claws flexing, human fingers mixed with scales. "You broke rules," Surith said, voice low, intimate. "Carried me." Kissed amid fire, chose trust. Ethan holstered sidearm. "Protocol bends, you needed hands." She approached. Scales brushed his vest, warm, electric. Alien pheromones tinged air, sharper post-birth. "Veil Queen's command until Protector claims equal." Her claw traced his jaw. Cultural gap, humans touched casual, veil touch bound oaths. He caught her hand. "Equal means I guard, no crowns between." Lips met fierce, no rush. Her mandibles parted slight, breath spice-hot. Air's coup punctuated, door rattled. Vance's voice filtered. "Cole, status." Surith broke kiss, smiled ruthless. "Witness sealed, he stays." Klaxons flickered, Park's voice cut in. "Scans update, contractions resuming, hybrid complication, second crowning." Ethan tensed. Air 1, scans lied. Surith gripped bedrel, pained hiss. "Twins, veil secret." First stabilized, second fights. Park banged door. "Open Zenobio emergency," Drev roared outside. "Chamber law, no breach." Earth drones spiked alerts. Remnant probes returned. Ethan grabbed med kit. "Talk me through, Park, I'm her hands." Surith locked eyes. "Trust chosen." Peace came with one condition. The human stays, and the next battle is the birth. Dr. Park's voice crackled urgent. Ethan, vitals dropping. Second air's position bad. Human skull too large for veil pelvis. Manual assist needed. Scalpel pack inbound through slot. Slot hissed. Kit dropped. Ethan caught it midair. Surith breathed ragged. Sweat beaded her scales. Veil birthing. Witnesses die often. Protectors flee. Not fleeing. He gloved fast. Practical NCO mode. Frontline fixes under fire. Position you. Breathe with me. She nodded. Lay back. Claws dug sheets. Outside, chaos brewed. Vance yelled orders. Hold perimeter, no one in, Drev barked. Law Shield's queen envoys stand. Ethan tuned it, focused. Push on 3, 1. Pain twisted her face. Air 2 crown, darker scales, human tuft visible, stuck. Locked shoulder, Park coached via intercom. Rotate gentle, clockwise. Ethan's hands steady. Battlefield medic training kicked in. Aliens engineered plagues, humans engineered survival. Rotate, inch, Surith roared, mandibles wide, progress. Again, air slid free. Cry pierced, stronger, fiercer, Park whooped outside. Vitals green, twins, Ethan cleaned, wrapped, past to Surith, she cradled both, exhausted glow. Warriors like sire, he stripped gloves, pulled her close. Family, door unlocked, medics swarmed, gentle. Vance entered first. Cole, impossible save. Drev loomed. Human endures birthing chamber extraordinary. Surith raised hand. Protector proven, accord expands. Ethan Cole, consort guard, air sires under dual reign. Vance stiffened. Earth reports that. Report truth, Ethan said. We end wars together. Air twins kicked in sync. Scales and skin, future, perimeter pinged clear. Fleet stood down, but Drev's eyes lingered hungry. Vance's calm buzzed brass queries. War paused, trust held. For now, Surith leaned into Ethan. Next summit ours, he nodded, rifle ready, family first.